Hey guys, so it's been a while since I made this type of video, but if you've been checking my YouTube channel, you will see that I've gone back to testing the old Intel server Xeon processors and how they perform in gaming. So just want to run through you guys. I think I found a very nice, sweet little spot here. You're going to be able to play esport titles, pretty much any modern game on low settings, of course, 1080p. Got to be realistic, 1080p or lower, depending on the game. Now, I will admit, this system is not made to play Elden Ring or some of these demanding games, but let's get into the parts list. So I went to AliExpress. It took like a week and a half, couple weeks. They come from China here, but you get a nice Xeon E5 2680 version 3. Along with the motherboard, if I do may add so myself, and the 16 gigabytes of RAM. So you get the motherboard, the RAM, and the CPU combo for only $62, guys. That's crazy. That's crazy. The graphics card, you guys know that I'm a big fan of this. The graphics card here is the RX 460 with only 2 gigabytes of GDDR5 RAM. But again, if you play on low settings, 1080p resolution or below on most of these games, you're going to get very playable FPS, especially esport titles, lower end games. Again, Elden Ring, that's just, you're asking for too much. But here we go on eBay. This is only $32. I grabbed the case off of Amazon for $27, and I put all of this inside there. Of course, here is the power supply, $26. Really affordable on Amazon, and I got a cooler. Now I will say that these Xeon processors tend to be a little bit on the hot side because they do take up more watts from your PSU because they're server CPUs, so they get a little hotter. So I got a good quality CPU fan for this. Only cost $20, and of course I got some storage for it, about half a terabyte, 512 gigabytes for $35. So let's go ahead and do the sum here, and I'm going to show you guys the evidence. So this is $35 here. So we're going to go ahead and sum that. $35 plus the $20 plus the $26 plus the case, which is $27, plus the GPU, graphics card. Now, if you can afford more money, you're going to get, for a graphics card, I recommend you do that, $32. But I love this RX 460. It plays my games that I love, like Fortnite. And then, of course, last but not least, the motherboard and the RAM and the CPU for $62. Guess what, guys? For $202, you guys get yourself a nice little gaming system that's going to let you play games like this. So let me show you this first game here. Here it is. You saw it on my YouTube channel. This is high settings. Not a really complicated game, but look at that. It looks really nice. Now, it may look a little bit... Oh, okay, this is 720p. I recorded it purposely on 720p. I was actually playing this game. Now, you see the frames per second, because we're on high settings, is around 30. You're getting at least 30 FPS, if not more. So there you go. Just you got to be realistic. Again, I would turn down the settings in this game to like low settings, and you'll probably get up to 60 frames per second pretty easily. I will test that for you guys just to prove the point. Next game, the finals. Now, this is one of the modern games. If you want to be competitive in the finals, you can look at that. We're getting only 40, 45 frames per second. This little gaming system that I just recommended to you, this is low settings, 1080p. Maybe if we brought the resolution down to 720p, maybe we'd have better FPS. I have yet to test that. I could do that to kind of prove a point that if you lower your resolution, you could definitely going to get higher FPS. But you see, this is not so playable or not so enjoyable at this frames per second. That's why I do, guys. I show you the true picture here. Fortnite, more than playable. Look, 200 FPS in creative Fortnite. Now, when you do Battle Royale, you should expect worst case scenario 120, 130, 140 FPS. But there you go. Look at that. Look at that. This is me actually playing. Look at that, 120 FPS. It dips sometimes, right, depending on what's going on when you're building and stuff like that. But realistically, Battle Royale, 130, 120, 110, with very doable FPS there. So, and then the Rogue game, this is a less demanding title, but look, we're talking about 150 FPS. easily, averaged at 150 FPS. And let's get to some fighting scenes. It drops down to 130. But you see, guys, low settings, it's very doable. And then the last video, this one I set to medium settings. This is Fall Guys. But you're getting roughly 55 average FPS, more or less 50 FPS. If we lower the settings more, we can get more of it. But guys, it goes to show that with old... This is old CPU. I think it's like 8 years old. The GPU is like 12 years old, I want to say. I'm not exactly sure. But guys, you don't have to spend much money. And I just showed you guys. If you guys are interested in building this yourself, I'm going to provide the links to it. But for about $200, why do you want to be a console player? You're going to be stuck on 60 frames per second. Heck, just go ahead, make your own gaming PC for around $200, $202 to be precise. Put this all together. I have a video where it teaches you how to build a computer. But pretty much, guys, that's it for this video. Again, very, very playable. Very playable. Very playable. There's more examples. Again, check out my YouTube channel to see my FPS benchmarks. But that's it for this video. Let me know if this is helpful. I haven't made a video like this in a while, but I'm a big fan of the Xeon processors. And look at that, on AliExpress, $62 for a motherboard, a RAM, and a CPU. That's amazing, guys. You can build a very nice gaming rig. I am going to be doing more testing with this particular setup here, but I will be replacing the RX 460 because most of us, I would want to say, can afford like an $80, $90 graphics card. And when you do upgrade that much, from a $33 or $32 graphics card, your FPS in these games are going to go mad higher. Going to be way better. It's going to be more enjoyable. But I just wanted to show you guys that for just $200, you can definitely get a nice gaming rig. Assuming that you go with low settings, 1080p, and you play mostly simplistic games or esport titles, not those heavy games. But that's how you guys can enter the PC gaming market. Get away from console. You're going to be stuck on 60 frames per second. Look at that. You can get well over 120. You know, again, playing with the settings. But that's it, guys. Let me know if this video was helpful. Again, I love the RX 460, but it's time for playing games. It's coming to a close end. It's served us good many years, but I think we can maybe upgrade it. And again, this combo here, the motherboard and the CPU, beautiful, really good for gaming, and a good entry level to mid gaming. All you would have to do is really consider upgrading your graphics card, and then you can have a really good system that's going to make you super competitive in these high FPS games that really matter. But that's it for this video. Let me know if this is helpful. I'll see you guys on the next one. Be blessed and goodbye.